Hi everyone, welcome. We're going to do a jump board today, a jump board class. All you need is a jump board, a reformer. I'm on 3 red springs. This is a balanced body reformer, so that's 3 heavy springs. Headrest is going to stay down for now. Go ahead and lie down on your back. And we're going to warm up our ankles and toes and calves just to get us ready for jumping. So our feet are a little higher up than halfway, and go ahead and press the carriage out, you guys. So making sure that you're in nice neutral spine position, tailbone down, back ribs down, belly pulls in gently to activate the core. Let's go ahead and bend the knees and press out, reach. Bend the knees and press out, reach. So we're really activating the quads, but we're trying to activate the back of the legs to stay connected by trying to engage the glutes by pulling the sit bones towards each other. We're trying to pull the sit bones towards each other. Good. Just checking in to make sure that the ribs didn't pop up. They're still anchored down. I'm still every time I'm lengthening my legs out, I'm not popping the knees like this. So this is not going to be working anything. We really want to lengthen out. You're growing tall, reaching from the crown of the head, pulling through the heels. Let's do 2 more. Hold this next one out, lift your heels up, keep the heels lifted, bring the carriage in, press back out, stretch. Anchoring that tailbone as you come in, making sure that you don't tuck like this as you come in. Try not to press that lower back down, keeping the pelvis super stable. Last one here, press it out, hold. Now keep your feet, your toes where they are, just click your heels together. Keep them lifted, keep them together as you bring it in and press out. So really squeezing those heels tight, like you're squeezing a coin there between your heels, and you really want to zip up those legs. Let's do 3 more. Last one. And bring it back in. We're going to put our feet right on the edge of the board and make sure you're not squished against the shoulder blocks there. We're going to take 1 big inhale. On the exhale, tilt the pelvis, press your low back into the carriage, slowly roll your hips up 1 vertebra at a time. Inhale at the top, exhale, roll it down. Good. Once your tailbone hits the carriage, untuck and then tuck. Draw the belly in and up. Pull your sit bones towards each other to activate the glutes, which is going to help the hamstrings out here for this move. Try to keep the carriage docked in, pulling the board towards you with your feet to activate the hamstrings, the back of the thighs there. As you come down and you untuck and release, feel your sit bones widen and then pull again towards each other to roll back up. Try to keep your head nice and heavy in the headrest to release the neck. We're going for 1 more. Hold it up here, you guys. Try not to lift up too high like this. Try to just stay on those shoulder blades and keep a tilt in the pelvis, the belly pulled in. We're just going to pulse those hips up 1 inch and down 1 inch. Keep prioritizing the pulling in of the carriage to keep it docked in. Arms can go up if you'd like, palms facing in. Again, releasing any tensions in the body anywhere that you don't need. Probably in the face area or the neck. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Roll it down, pulling the carriage in. We're now going to bring the feet together on the board, tuck the pelvis, roll it up and hold. So slight little pelvic tilt here. Keep those glutes engaged, keep pulling the sit bones tight. We're going to extend the right leg straight out and keep squeezing those inner thighs together. Make sure that the hips are level, that one hip didn't dip down lower than the other. Keep trying to pull that carriage in. I'm really feeling this one in my left hamstring. We're just holding it here. And then put that right foot down, anchoring down that right foot. Extend the left leg out, squeeze those inner thighs. Holding it here. Keep tilting that pubic bone towards the wall behind you. Put the foot back down, squeeze those inner thighs and roll it down, one bone at a time. Untuck at the bottom. All right, from here, go ahead and extend your legs up to the ceiling. Give them a nice little stretch. And then come on up. We're going to switch it to, let's have a red and a yellow spring. I like to jump with my headrest up. I feel like it releases my neck, but do whatever you prefer on your body, whatever feels best. Lying back down, let's start with our feet parallel, hips distance apart. So just a fist between those big toes and make sure their feet are nice and straight and not turned out. So again, actually, before we jump, let's go ahead and take a little abdominal curl just to make sure that our back ribs stay down. Because when we jump, a lot of times the ribs just kind of want to flare up, and that's just going to target the lower back in a bad way. So let's go ahead and come to our neutral spines. Keep the feet on the board, that's fine, arms out. Nod the chin, head and shoulders curl up as the arms go down and hold. So the bottom tips of the shoulder blades are gently pressing into the carriage. From here, take one leg up to tabletop and then the other and hold it there. Good, really picturing a little marble on your belly button that you're scooping in. Having that tailbone nice and anchored, make sure you're not tucking unless you need to modify for lower back. Staying lifted and then trying to release the neck as much as possible. So I'm actually going to tilt my head back a little bit to lengthen my spine. Reaching those arms long. Good. Picturing even those back ribs pressing down. That's making me shake a little bit more. And breathing here into the sides of the ribs. Can you feel your lower abdominals lifting up a little bit here? Activate that pelvic floor. And set everything back down. All right, so now getting ready for our jumps. Ribs down, tailbone anchored. Go ahead and jump. Keeping the feet nice and parallel. Scooping the belly in the air. And pressing those ribs down as you jump away. Landing toes, ball of the foot, and then heels. Soft landings. Jumping even with those toes. So as you jump away from the board, let those toes really help you out. Point them towards the board. Reach, really stretch those quads in the air. We're going to land in first position. Heels together, toes apart. Again, checking in with the neck. Make sure it's as released as possible. Hugging in that core in the air. We're going to land in second position, feet nice and wide on the board. I'm exhaling as I jump away. Engage those glutes like we did at the beginning of class. 3 more. Last one, and bring it in. Whew, I'm warm. We're going to put all that together. We're going to jump once with parallel feet, then land in first position, jump, then land in second position, and then go back to parallel. So here we go. We're going to jump, first position, jump, wide, back to parallel, heels together. wide, back to parallel, heels together, wide, and keep going, you guys. If you mix up the order, that's okay, as long as you're moving, getting our heart rates up here. One more round. And bring it in. Extend your legs over the board. Give them a little shake. Whew. All right, you guys, we're gonna come on up and grab our boxes. All right, here we go. We're gonna put the boxes on the short way. Headrest can go all the way down, and we're gonna go to one blue spring only. Let's come, I'm out of breath. Let's come onto our knees on the carriage. Forearms are gonna go on the box. And then keeping the right knee down, go ahead and put your left foot on the board. So a good way to position that left foot is to keep the knee on the carriage first, then lift the leg up and put the foot down, because we really don't want the foot to be too high up for this move. So close to the edge, we're gonna press the carriage out, go ahead and put your heel down and hold. So before we jump, we're just gonna do leg presses, which actually sometimes the lighter the weight, the harder it is to control. So I'm making sure the hips are nice and level. My left hip tends to dip down, so try to really do a good job to keep the hips super level. Pull the shoulders back. Stay lifted out of the shoulders. Try not to let the chest pull down. We're gonna engage to that left glute by really pressing that heel deep into that board. Once you're here, go ahead and lift the heel up. Bend the knee until it's about to touch the carriage. Lower the heel, press out, release, press that heel into the board. Lift the heel up, bend the knee, lower, press, lift. Bend the knee, lower the heel, press, lift. And I'm gonna do it here wrong. As I press out, do you see how I had a little jump there? I'm almost losing my balance on the board. That's because I went too fast, not controlled. I really want you to push that heel deep into the board as you press out. Really targeting the back of that left leg. Last one here, you guys. Then keep the heel lifted, bend the knee. Keeping a neutral spine, strong core, start your jumps. Good. All right. In the air, don't forget to reach those toes back towards the board to stretch the leg out. That active stretching in the leg is going to target your glute nicely. If you want to add a layer, as you jump, do a little leg lift in the air. Make sure to stabilize those hips. Hopefully I'm not doing too bad of a job on that. Keep pulling those shoulder blades actively down your back. Three more. Last one. And bring it in. Before we do the other side, carefully step into your well and turn to face the jump board. Keep your right foot on the floor to the right side of that blue spring. Left heel is going to go up against the box, not too high up. From here, let's keep our hands on the board today. Press the carriage out, bend the front knee, hinge forward slightly. So same idea here. Keep pushing that left heel into the box. We're going to bend the knee and press out, reach. Bend the knee and press out, reach. Yeah, try to start to be light on those hands. Great time to just think about that posture again. Make sure you're not over rounding the upper back. Last one here. And then bring the carriage in. Go ahead and take off that blue spring. Press the carriage all the way out until it hits the other stopper. Right forearm on the box. We're going into our side plank. Stack your feet up one on top of the other. Make sure your right shoulder's right over your elbow. Engage those inner thighs, so squeeze them tight. Squeeze your glutes and push your hips slightly forwards. Make sure you're not rounding the body forwards here. And hold. If you would like to add little hip lifts. Think of it as your bottom hip pushing your top hip up to the ceiling. We're here for 3, 2, and last one. And carefully come on out of there. Go ahead and pull the carriage back in. Pop on your blue spring again. And let's come into our knees. Let's do the other side. So, left knee stays on the carriage, sorry. Right foot on the board. Press all the way out. Keep your right heel down. Make sure your hips are nice and level. Shoulders away from the ears. Anchor, really press that heel deep into the board. Then lift the heel. Bend the knee. Lower the heel. Push and reach. Lift the heel. Bend the knee. Lower the heel. Push and reach. Lift. And keep going, you guys. So as you press the carriage out, it's almost you want your right heel to push through the board to the wall behind you there, at the same time that the crown of the head wants to reach the opposite wall. So we're doing a nice two-way stretch here. Last one here, then bend the knee and start your jumps. Again, making sure you're not landing too high up on the board. Nice straight leg in the air. Giving your core a little hug as you jump. Remember, your core is your back stabilizer. If you want to add a layer, add a little leg lift in the air. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. All right, carefully step into the well. The left foot this time stays on the floor. Right heel against the shoulder block or against the box. Butt down, chest up, and let's press the carriage out and back in. I have a feeling I did this leg on the other side, or the last time, so if that's true, just switch to the other side. And last one here. Bring it in, carefully take off that blue spring, push the carriage all the way out, left forearm down, stack your feet up, shoulder over the elbow, squeeze those glutes, squeeze those inner thighs, push your hips slightly forwards. And again, if you would like to add a challenge, go ahead and lift and lower those hips. Or little hip lifts, rather. Three more. And last one. Awesome. Go ahead and bring the carriage all the way in. Step on out. Add a yellow, so you have just a yellow, super light. Let's turn our box a long way. Press the carriage out, step into your well. We're going to press the carriage out, and actually your butt can actually press into the box here, into the board. Press the carriage away. Let your chest melt down. Let your sit bones tilt up to the ceiling as the chest pulls down. Looking to where the unattached springs are is a nice way to kind of keep the back nice and long. Then drawing navel to spine, make sure your knees are unlocked. We're gonna lift the chest up as the carriage pulls in. Think swan here. And then press it back out. And again, hug those abs in, shoulders pull back. And back down. 2 more times. Think of pulling the collarbones forwards. And back down. Last one here, you guys. And then roll it up. One bone at a time. All right, we're gonna finish with some abs. So let's get rid of our box and grab a ball. Okay. So I have a ball. Let's switch back to blue spring, 1 medium spring, no yellow. Headrest can stay down. Go ahead and lie down on your back. And we're gonna put the ball underneath or behind your right knee and just squeeze it in place. From here, keep your left foot on the board. We're gonna be jumping. From here, curl up in your abdominal curl to the bottoms of the shoulder blades, hands behind your head, elbows nice and wide, kind of pointing out at a 45-degree angle, back ribs heavy. Start your jumps, you guys. The weight is light. We're focusing on your abs now, on your core. Exhale to push away, or to jump away rather. Keep picturing that little marble on your belly button. You're scooping in. If you feel like your back is arching off the carriage like this, go ahead and tuck the pelvis and push your lower back into the carriage. Really point those left toes. By really stretching that left leg out, you're gonna feel those abdominals, those lower abs kick in a little bit more. 3 more. Last one here. And bring it in. Let's add a little twist to that. Let's just do 5. So we're gonna jump, twist to the right, then come back center. Just a little tiny twist. Try not to let the legs twist with you. Last one here. And bring it in. Set your head down, switch the legs, curl up, and jump when you're ready. Trying to relax the neck as much as possible. Three more here. Last one, bring it in, pause. Let's add that twist 5 times. Press out, twist to the left. Really try to anchor that right hip as you twist to the left. One more, I think. And bring it in. Grab that ball, extend your right leg up to the ceiling, put the ball against your shin. Left hand's gonna hold the ball. Curl up, right hand behind your head. Draw those abdominals in and start your jumps. Okay. Really try to keep that right leg as straight as you can in the air. This kind of forces you to stay lifted. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and last one. Bring it in, switch. Straight leg and jump. Let's do 2 more. And bring it in. Ball between the inner thighs. From here, keep your head down for now. Press halfway. We're going to lift the heels up. Press those back ribs down. Start mini jumps. So we're going to keep the knees in tabletop and just use our toes basically to jump away from the board. Lots of upper abs here to maintain a heavy rib cage. When you're ready, you guys, same move. Just curl up, hands behind your head. So once you're curled up here, you can make the jumps a little bit bigger, but try to still have those knees bent. and bring it in. Definitely felt those. Put the ball aside. Go ahead and add on a red spring. So we have a blue and a red. And let's put our feet in the straps. Right on those long straps there. Legs up. Make sure you're nice and centered on that carriage. We're just going to let the straps pull the feet over the face for a short spine stretch. Let the carriage click in. Lift up into the shoulders. Heels together, toes apart. Pull your knees to the shoulder blocks. Heels towards the bum as you slowly roll it down. And press out. Let's do that again. Let it click, then lift. Heels together, toes apart, bend. Slowly roll it down. Let's do one long spine stretch if you'd like. If not, just do the short spine stretch again. Let your legs go to 90 without moving the carriage. Lift straight up into those shoulders. Good. Glutes engaged here. Pelvis pulls back, or pushes forwards rather. Open your legs the width of the carriage. Keep reaching those toes up like you want to reach the ceiling as you roll down, trying to keep the carriage silent, one vertebra at a time. Once the tailbone hits, open, circle the legs around and together. Take your feet out of the straps. You guys are done. Good job. I'm definitely really warm now. I hope you are too. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye, you guys.